You know, I was just sitting here thinking, and I was listening to Rex Bear, the Leak Project. Let me raise that up there where you can see this. Leak Project here. One of my lead intel providers, information intelligence providers of a wide variety. Look at there, you got him $50 damn tip from Crypto Chris. Love it, love it, love it. Congratulations there, brother. Those are far and few between. I do that over there. Well, there's my name there for some reason. What is it? Oh, that's for me. Let me type something in there. Hey, brother. ER. Hey, brother. I just still know it's me. Hey, brother. I show up there. Oh, I gotta go like this. Do something. Anyway, this thing's not letting me send it. Say something. Slow mode is on. Okay. Try it again. He's wound up. Oh, Rex is wound up. Let me go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, Rex is electric. I just love to watch and listen to Rex. He's everywhere, and he's brilliant. He wears those glasses because he stares at these monitors so much. That artwork back in the back is wild as well. I've gone up there and met with Rex a couple, 3 times. We've seen each other out on the circuit out there. He is one of the reasons I got off into this. I mean, he used to be down in the San Antonio area. Now, these things right here, we're going to be talking a lot about these. The crew I put together, those are Illuminati cards. I mean, I don't want to get into it right now, but we have so much that we can do. I was sitting here and I was just trying to figure out there isn't any way that someone could appreciate the journey, and I'm just going to say it, that I've been on here to work on something for over 10 years and not know it. Now, that sounds kind of crazy, but I've been working on this project. I had a good feel for what I'd like to see done, but there was still Larson in there, 10 years ago for sure. But, you're not going to get this kind of knowledge and experience unless, to be able to create something that is, I would call it bulletproof, and is the worst nightmare of a centralized control system, period. It is so crazy. It is so crazy. It's crazy. But what better time to bring something out that could help save this way of life that this old hippie loves, and the country that many have died for, and the freedom that people don't even have a clue of what freedom really is, or what losing it really entails. The people don't have a damn clue. It's bizarre. Now, this guy talking right here, John, I just love him to death. He is a psychic kind of thing, or I'm not boxing him in that psychic world, but hell, everybody is. But he's quite outspoken and does damn good at it. And look at it, he's got the whole ambience thing going on. I'd flip this guy a quarter every show I saw him on. I love him. He's great, and that's what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something. The hardest thing that I'm going to have to do, and the reason I'm having this little chat here with you like this, is that's what I really do best. To sit around here and talk about stuff that I hear and glean in a little bit of my discerning and share it. It's a little boring when you're doing it in a damn room by yourself. You're a guru. And by the way, if I sound funny, or if you like the way this sounds, I'm sorry, because it's going away soon. I've been under the weather, And that doesn't happen very often at all, because I'm on Bob's stuff and I take vitamin C like wild man. But my son got this flu, and usually when they are sick, I don't know what the hell it is, but he went down with it here a while, all the time, and I just fade through it with all the kids. Had 6 kids total, 2, 4, 6, somewhere around there, and so I've been around that kind of thing, and just with that vitamin C and some other stuff I take from Bob, this guy, a friend of mine, Bob Gilpatrick, I usually fade all that. It takes a pretty strong strain to get me down. Well, hell, my son had it, and he's going to college down here in the same hometown that the college I went to, and his mother's up there in Temple with her mother's older. And anyway, we had this setup going on down there where I would make full circle in life back here and kick this thing right here that I'm talking to you off in the very place that I launched my life journey on. It's this whole damn thing is a crazy story just to hear within itself. But I'm gonna tell you something that's even crazier. And it's time that it's brought out, is that this, what I'm fixing to say, isn't bullshit. Okay, let's get this straight. I'm not pulling anybody's leg. If someone has the ability to just sit and listen to me, just sit, just literally sit and listen. I'm telling you, that's all that you've got to do, is just simply sit and listen and find other people to do the same damn thing. And then over a period of time, the light's going to go off, and I'm going to show you how you can stack as much money, I call it value or energy. That's what money is energy. We'll get into all that kind of dialogue, and it's going to make damn sense to you, and you're going to find out. You're going to find out that what you're hearing out there, and I've been saying this for years. Over 20 years, I've been researching these damn Rothschilds and how they're stealing the damn money. No one listens to you, damn, call you a conspiracy theorist. We are not conspiracy theorists. We are a group, or what I'm forming here, and love for you to be a part of it, is an army of eyes and ears and researchers. We do research, what I call sub rosa research. That means below the rose. And if you do any research on the damn rose, you'll find out that throughout time, or at least back into the Templars, and even before then, the rose was a symbol of secrecy. And there would be societies sub rosa that would do research and secret research and various things like that. So we're a sub rosa research society is what I'm forming here. And we're not conspiracy theorists. We compile facts and build a theory around those facts of criminal activity taking place amongst specific parties. Okay, that's what we do. We're not conspiracy theorists. We have a theory that is surrounding facts concerning certain individuals that they are conspiring to do criminal activity. And so that's one of the things I want us to start showing people, is that it's the way that you package something and the way that you describe it and the words that you use. And everything is magic. Everything's, just look at David, John Hogan and me, John Hogan. Everything is magic. It's the way that it's presented. And magic is people think of the rabbit out of the hat and all that. That is an illusion or a sleight of the hand. The magic I'm talking about comes verbally and setting up scenarios like a sting. That's magic. Okay. And if once you catch on that everything that you hear is slanted and has bias and agenda, or you wouldn't be hearing it. Someone's not saying, do you want to go to the store with me, if they don't have an agenda. The agenda was to see if you want to go to the damn store. So, and that's their magic. They're conjuring that statement to either draw something to you or push something away. One of the two. There's an agenda behind that damn everything, and so that's the magic. And when people write stuff down, it's not by chance. It's called it's called a spell. How you spell it? Well, if you want someone to go to the store, the way you'd spell it is DOYOUWOET. I could have that wrong. Tostore. That's how you spell that. That's how you convert the vibrational transmission of that content. You spell it in these little symbols that we call letters. This is crazy. It's crazy. But believe it or not, this is what's happening. So what my deal is that there's a lot of stuff I'd like to know. Look at Rex. Look at it. Let's see if we can see if I can do this. I mean, so just say they're laughing about something. Let's do this. They're laughing about something. Let's do this.
2.5 hours, and I mean, you've probably done several sessions today, and plus you're writing another book. What's your next book coming out?
My next book is I have 2 books, one on the whole climate issue and another one about the roaring 2020s. And I will have them out this year.
He is wild, I'm talking about. Wild. I love John Hogue. And Rex is going to lead this Intel crew. What we're going to do here is this. First thing, the primary purpose of what I'm doing this for is that I want to save this country. How in the hell are you going to save this country, with stuff you're talking about? Hang around, you'll see. What I'll be talking to people about and explaining is something that's so simple, and it's probably the single most powerful weapon that we the citizens have, period. Because what I'm going to be laying out something that is as easy as sitting on the couch, drooling and passing out, and ever so often waking up. And if you wrote something down that you saw in your damn dream, and you go post it on our social platform that we created already for you people, and I say we, me and a couple other close friends have funded this whole thing. I've created it mentally, and they've been throwing energy at it. So we're riding this thing together for one of them for probably 10 years. We've been working on this thing. So this isn't no run of the mill deal. One of my friends, Trevor, called me about an outfit that's going to be looking at doing something similar. But there isn't anybody that's going to do what we're doing. We probably collectively, I don't want to get into it, we've got a whole bunch of cheese up in this thing because I want to save this country. How could you save this country, Randy? By getting about 1 million people together that love this country too, and get them just to simply listen to me and tell other people to do the same thing. Me and you. By the way, the first thing I want to explain is this, is that before I go there, it's why they call me rambling. Here's that cold, want me to cough. But let me explain that coming from the East Texas here, very unique situation, and it's exposed me a lot of things that most people didn't get to see growing up, like small town of 7,000. I mean, of 10,000, probably 7,000 of them were multi millionaires before they were putting peanuts in Cokes, you know what I mean? But they didn't change their lifestyle, because this place literally was Jed Clampett thing. It's still, to this day, the oil capital, has the world's richest acre about 2 miles from me, where it's pumped more oil out of that acre than anywhere else on planet Earth. We have no concept of what reality is like in this town. I grew up, but it stayed a little country town, and it didn't really get flamboyant. However, wait till you hear about some of the things about Kilgore. So that's kind of a foundation of me. And then I owned my own little drilling company and things, and got off into marketing, this MLM stuff, got up funding it, on the ownership side and participation like that. And I've also got boots on the ground. I've went out there and done that stuff. But every one of those things, you're stealing from people. I mean, that is the stealing as blatant of theft as the Federal Reserve centralized banking system is. There's no difference, okay? That MLM is what we live in. We live in what's called a 1x10 force matrix with unlimited breakaway. Every time you spend $1, you might as well be buying some Herbalife aloe vera oil. You know, same damn thing. Every time you spend $1, you're contributing to their MLM. That's what's going on. It's a Ponzi scheme. I can prove this to you. Mike Maloney has a wonderful video, and I've got some videos that you have got to watch. If you watch these things and you come away from it, you write a paragraph or two about, wow, what you thought about them. And if you've got the same spirit as I've got, and the tens of thousands that we're fixing to unleash of Rex's people, and other, he's called an influencer. And so we'll get this message out. If someone watches these videos and they are moved by the fact that we've all been hustled, and all they've got to do is tell other people to watch these movies, and they'll get that same feeling of we've been stolen from and lied to and slapped at and everything else that's going on still today. And that Nancy Pelosi just tore up the speech behind Trump. Trump's the only one that's going to save our backside, period, at this particular moment in time. I'm not politically, too much. I do believe in the rule of law and the Constitution. Okay? That's what we're talking about here. And if someone can do that, if you do that and you write that paragraph and it moves you and you're a patriot and you love this country and you want to see the rule of law, you don't really care what party's up there doing whatever they're doing, but follow the Constitution and the rule of law, then I'll show you how you can become, if you want to call it wealthy, beyond your wildest expectations in doing it. And by doing that, a demonstration, the more you make is the harder you're working to save this country. And all you've got to do is tell people to listen to me and tell other people to do the same. Is that very hard to do? I don't think so. What are you going to talk about? This stuff right here that we're looking at. Yeah, I'll tell you what we're going to talk about. We're going to have a 24-hour dial-in phone number that there will be thousands of people once everyone helps me find these people and they come over and register at our social platform called the Rabbit Hole Herald. And that's up probably now. We've been working on this you would not believe the story that it's taken to get here. And it really, at this very moment that I'm talking, is not 100% solid yet. The programmer has gone through some ungodly things, even to this very 11th hour. And but he is going to rectify it. I told him he is a spiritual warrior, and we are over here at war. The story will just be shocking to you, but it's common everyday thing to me now. So getting this thing out, what will it do? It'll water the horses. How will this thing save the U.S.? How does it save our way of life that we've got in the Constitution, the rule of law? Because horses run faster when you water them and feed them well. I'm going to show people an amalgamation of my life journey, all the things that I did wrong in business, being greed-minded and get, grab, in both the oil business and the MLM business. And I'm going to show you how that you can use that ethically, legally, and tax-free simply by waking up in the morning and telling us what's going on in your neck of the woods. If you see something, take a picture of it, remember it, stick it on the rabbit hole. If it's got value, we're going to pay you. You bring another mind together, bring someone to the foe, it's value to us because we're after minds, not money at this stage. Now, you may need that money, so you can use us. We need you to go out there and tell people to listen to me and tell other people to do the same. That's all you got to tell people to do. That's it. It's that very hard. Hey, listen, I know this guy is crazy. You got to go listen to him. And then I will be discussing topics like that lady right there that tore up that speech. And I'm going to be describing the dynamic of why this is happening, people. why this is happening, why this right here in front of us is happening. It hadn't got jack diddly to do with the union deal, or the State of the Union. It doesn't have anything to do with it. What it has to do with is what we're going to discuss at depth. This is a battle taking place over who's controlling you. Who's controlling, I'm going to say this, your soul. Okay? You've heard that, S-O-U-L. It means something totally different in this context that I'm using it. Now, every single thought that you had comes from the ambient, okay, or stored memory from something, experience you've had before. But the creative ideas and your work, that's energy. That's energy that you create from an unknown place in your mind. You know, whether you're taking one step headed toward a door, that's energy that's being expended from sheer thought, okay? They're after your consciousness. And that is energy, because your consciousness is going to be what creates everything that you have in life. From sheer thought, you're going to move your little hand, grab a hammer, start swinging, you're going to build houses. That comes from the sheer ambient, from sheer thought, through coordinated movements and various things. Picture, you know, I'm going to show people how we can monetize our essence. This is powerful stuff. Very powerful stuff. So we're going to talk about things like this. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And it is about the way that our government has been stealing from us. And we're going to talk about these things. But here's the main thing that we're going to do. We're going to build a community of people that will get to know each other. When Bobby Joe says something about this right here or whatever else is happening out there, that's what she did last year. She didn't do jack diddly this year, tear up that thing. She's an embarrassment to society, if you ask me. She's an evil person down deep inside, and she's doing everything she possibly can to keep from Trump getting in. They can't stop the man right now. If he'll just keep pumping air, things will be okay. I'm trying to get back to their homepage, but my recorder is not allowing me to do that. I can circumvent it that way. So I post these things over on my Twitter page, and so that I log them in, and we can study them later. Because someone could come in and study one of these things. If I have a question about, you know, what's this deplatformed, you know, how big tech companies grow, all this kind of stuff right here, Second Amendment down. Then if I have a question, or if anybody has a question, they post a question on the rabbit hole. If someone comes back with a comment like this, and it's very powerful, then they'll have the ability, all the other members are going to say, hey, that was great. I'll give you a penny for it. A penny. It's a penny. A penny. If you got a damn million people out there that happen to like that deal right there, do the math, people. See all these ads over here? That's how they're making this damn money. That's how the ambient sent me this idea. Say, hey, instead of get all this money, that's money that they're creating from these people's content right here. All we all got to do is get together, get our heads together. We can turn this thing around. We have built something that a gentleman told me is, Randy, what you've created is the first wealth redistribution system based on a fair exchange of value. It's legal and it's tax-free. If 1 million people give you a penny, and they send you a little letter saying that penny I gave you was from the goodness of my heart and I expect nothing in return, that's a damn gift, just like your grandmother gave you a damn gift for Christmas. Kid doesn't have to turn on that damn money. I asked the tax guy, I said, well, what if you got a big family, like 100 people, give you $5, kid $5 for Christmas? Is that the kid had to pay tax? No, you don't. Of course not. I said, what if they had a damn big family, had 1 million people? And they just shut up. But the law doesn't tell you how many big this family's going to be. We're going to be a big-ass family. I'm not saying 1 million people flip you a penny, but if you say something good, a good little night, we'll have these chats like I'm talking about, and you say something profound, everybody will have it, your name on their telephone or a little app. Oh, hell, just get over here. See down here below, it's got a little button there that says subscribe if you hadn't subscribed, and then go over to RHH.news. That stands for Rabbit Hole Herald. RRH.news, News, and register, and you'll get my loop, and you'll start getting some emails. We're going to kick this off here in the next few days or a week. We're going to talk about all this stuff. You know anything about all this stuff? We need you. We need your mind. We need your mind. And there's a lot more that we're going to be doing as well. Listen, I'm going to sign off here. George Norrie's coming on, and I'm going to listen to the rest of Rex here. He's off there now. Rex is off. He's got over at the Leak Project. Let me show you real quick. He has got a powerful, powerful platform. Powerful, powerful platform. And covers a wide variety of topics. And we're going to be supporting Rex to high heaven, and he's going to help us get a hold of all these people that he knows. And we're going to get that word out there. And here's why, people. The most powerful thing we've got out there right now is education. If we can educate people, just get them to watch those videos that talk about the Constitution, the rule of law, and about what's going on here. If we can just plant that seed in their mind that at some point they're going to, wow, I saw that in that video. They're going to come back, they're going to join us, and they're going to become part of the community. And we're building a self-sustaining value ecosystem to where no matter what they do in their system, the dollar crashes, whatever, you're going to have a family right here that's creating you value that you can still maintain and thrive. And I'm not charging a single penny for anybody to do it. I'm giving the platform to the world. Okay, subscribe right here, and I'm going to sign off. And remember this. Once a person who has been honestly mistaken all of their life learns the truth, they either cease to be mistaken or they cease to be honest. Now, look forward to this. Over next week as well, I'm going to be posting a number, a dial-in phone number and a web address where you can sit, and we're going to start having these calls so that when I have a brainstorm or you're sitting around bored, you can dial that number. You can go to it on the internet, listen on the internet, and you can hear people talk about the topics that are happening that day. So in us, we trust news.com, so to speak. You know, if you have a question, you go, did that really happen there in Delaware? If you can help me get 1 million people, and we've got 1 million people with cameras and eyes and ears, and they go to a particular place, we don't have to ask any questions anymore. And if someone needs some help to do something that's patriotic and get this country to expose the evils that have been done, and they need XYZ support financially, we could go to the group and we could say, hey, throw a penny at them. Throw a penny. If you throw 1 million pennies, there you go again. If you threw a dime, even 10 times more than a penny, are you with me? Are you with me? Then it's we the people. We become powerful again, and we take back control. The way it's supposed to be. Is Ramblin' Randy. We down.